Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, this is going to be a pretty quick Divine Masculine check-in. So, okay, first off, there are still crystal dig spots. So if you want to join me, there's like 4 spots left and you've been on the fence. It's a little bit of a price tag, but it is a beautiful experience. So get my email below, bucket list worthy. So yes. Please join me. And if you have already spoken for a spot but haven't paid your deposit, also email me because Mercury retrograde ate my emails. So I don't want to talk about it. You go ahead and message me. Okay, Divine Feminines. What do the DFs need to know about their divine counterpart right now? About the masculine? They are watching this for... What are the DFs most needing to know right now? Oh, being okay with not needing to know, maybe. The world. Okay, so whatever the cycle is you're in, it is going to come to a close. This is kind of the theme of today. These connections, you are the common denominator. So as you navigate your levels of consciousness, your experiences, whatever is relevant for your continued progress and growth will show up. If you learn lessons, you will start manifesting experiences to bring in the relevancy of new understanding. When you are creating your reality and you can consciously understand what it is that you've learned and what you are desiring to learn next, you can magnetize more of that coming in. So this counterpart or anyone else will ebb and flow with the relevance that they are to you in your evolution. How can I say that? If it's relevant for you, it will show up. Whether it says goodbye or there's blocking or there's a distance, it will come back in if you deem it to be relative and relevant, to your journey. So yeah, this cycle of not knowing how central you are to what you manifest is coming to a close. You are now understanding that anything you're desiring to experience, especially consciously, that's what's going to be coming to you. So that's what feminines needed to know. All right, let's get into a real quick Divine Masculine check-in. I just saw the Ace of Cups and I heard unconditional love is so prevalent in the universe that you will be given the opportunity to experience everything you truly desire because you are so loved. Just believe it. And if you have embarked on this twin flame level manifestation and journey to get a glimpse at what true love would be like, you will receive that. Okay, Divine Masculines, what are they thinking and feeling, wishing and doing, challenged by, and what is the solution? Where are things going in the near future in these connections? And what does my viewer, likely the DF, need to know about what we see here? One. 2, 3. Oh, Harold's footsie sleeping. Okay, conscious mind about these connections. Ooh, Empress in the reverse and Master of Crystals, King of Coins. So your divine counterpart is starting to see themselves as commitment worthy, desirable, worthy of love, able to stand the test of time, consistent, long-term thinking. And you are on the table, Empress, Divine Feminine. They don't know how this is going to unfold, so they don't necessarily know what it will look like, but they do see themselves now as somebody who, why not? What do I have to lose? Why wouldn't I be a counterpart for this person? There's nothing left standing in their way. They now have this knowledge of self that says, I could have my feminine or someone else. I mean, they're mostly thinking of you, Divine Feminine, but this is a big deal because they haven't actually thought these connections were workable, viable, appropriate, easy enough in the past. Now that they've come into more of this consistent long-term thinking, they think there's no reason why they couldn't match someone like you. They may even think right now, you know, the way ego swings, that you've got some growing to do before you'd be a match for them. So I feel humble, not necessarily a ton of arrogance in that, but there might be a little bit. Feminines are meant to know. Spiral of life, movement, opening and unfolding. This is my unfold naturally card. So Divine Feminines, just allow these non-linear aha moments to be there. You don't have to have a straight runway into what will happen here. You don't need to know. Just trust that your counterpart is up-leveling in their own way, in their own right, and it's all working together. What can we see for the heart space for the feminines? There is a unblocking of at odds energy. Things are being seen less as one versus the other and more. So that is separation mentality when we're looking at thinking things can't work and we haven't even had a roundtable discussion or contemplation. The Eight of Orbs is where we keep ourselves trapped and powerless in our own minds, our own limited thinking. This is the Ten of Swords, which is abandonment wounds. You know, the two here, 2 and 8 combined. So there is a lot of self-sabotage, trauma, abandonment issues coming to the surface. If your counterpart has not in the past thought, maybe I'm afraid of being hurt by this one, they are now realizing that some of their actions weren't as straightforward, surface level as they thought. They were masking something deeper here. And so on the heart space, they are seeing that they're far from you. There's some sort of anxiety in this connection, some sort of feeling of hopeless, powerless, with a ray of light coming in. On the heart space, it's akin to where there's a will, there's a way. Conviction. Quantum continuator, self-sustaining systems, fluidity and abundance. This is causing the masculines to work a puzzle they haven't had to work before. How to get themselves out of a circumstance they got themselves into through not going for what was presented to them and resisting it. They're learning so much about themselves, and this is keeping them in alignment with wholeness and self-sustaining energies. So they're not putting their happiness or limiting their freedom because of another person. This is the key to their abundance on every level. And so for you, Divine Feminines, this is continue embodying this same go with the flow, good on your own energy, because it is allowing your masculine to see that they could take some sort of action here, that they are the one missing out if you are not in their life. So keep doing what you're doing, Divine Feminines. What is the wish at this time? Bravery in the name of love. Yeah, Divine Masculines know that this is worth fighting for. This is, you know, coming up with their own inspired motion that may be contrary to friends, family, situations right now, belief systems. In the name of self-love, in the name of love, going towards what they feel in their heart, they are mustering some sort of bravery going forward. What do you need to know, feminines? Galactic Council crest, spiritual sovereignty, astral travel, and timelessness. Your masculine has to individuate from the herd to fight for this, to claim this, to honor the unique connection this is, and to be infallible in the eyes of community and those around. This is them choosing this connection for their reasons and knowing that no temptation outside of this would ever pull their energy away from you. They're starting to realize that you really are their heart-centered choice. And this life is for them to live based on those knowings. And so you are being asked to continue understanding this connection. Timelessness will stand the test of time. So long as you deem it relevant to you, it will be available to you. The more relevance in a love-centered way, 1111 I just saw, that this connection holds for you, the more so you will manifest in its direction and allow it to come into your life. What can we see for actions the masculines are taking at this time? We are getting the Six of Swords, so inner progress, this hope. They're looking at what is their desire, what is their hope, what do they want, what is that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? What are they going towards? What is their priority in this life? What makes them happy? They are withdrawing their attention from things that others have tried to tell them would make them happy. They're putting down the arguing. They are just owning it. What can we see for the feminines? Multidimensional consciousness and holographic information. Star body matrix. Your masculine is becoming an influence in this reality rather than being influenced by it. And this is the kind of strong, protective, balanced knowing that you've been wishing for. This is how your masculine becomes that version of self and then begins to be the change in the world, in relationships that we are all rooting for here. What is the biggest challenge for the divine masculines? Oh, so something that's happened with other energies involved, third-party heartache. This is another layer of the message that just came out about self-sabotage and knowing that they're the only one missing out if they withhold from these connections. I just heard eating crow, like some of them really have now seen that they can't see a future without you. They don't want to continue being so held up in their other options or assertions that this wasn't the relationship for them. That's the challenge. What do you need to know? Spiritual strength, virtue, and valor. Trust all that you are, divine feminine, and know that that is worthy of your masculine activating, coming towards you, professing their love, changing the status quo, changing everything, and coming back around once and for all the way you deserve, the way you know is possible, the way you are worthy of receiving. I'm hearing get ready, feminines. The masculines are coming back around, healed. So there is a period of rest, 77. It's divinely guided right now, a pause. So the masculines can heal from the past and activate towards their higher truth. What is the solution? Yeah, they are meditating and gaining instruction about timing, yes and no, when. And here's the King of Pentacles again. This was the first card that came out. So this is the commitment, the decision making. What did we have? Yeah, about you, about the timing, about the approach, about how. So they are in deliberation right now with, I heard the Holy Spirit, but with higher guidance. They are asking right now to know truths that only the divine and only source energy can provide. They can't even go directly to you for this. They are in meditation for what their heart says is true and the highest interpretation they can gain from source about this connection and about you. This is not what you say or do, but what God shows them this connection is. And that is what is energetically backing this infallible commitment energy coming in. What do you need to know, Divine Feminine? Artistry, expression, community, and celebration. This is where you can come and go and move on any level of society and any community without having to watch your back in this connection. No more heartache, no more leaking energy, no more unstable effort. This is where there is not a person on earth that can't know that you and your counterpart are infallible as a couple. And only source energy can affirm that level of connection, both the readiness in the individuals and the alignment of the two. So the masculines are not only asking higher guidance for who you are, but also who they've become and where the two can become one. Ooh. I just heard the masculines say, we've found the Holy Grail. What is the direction of these connections in the near future? Letting go of control and looking at the shadow without fear. And then Chamber of Teleportation, journey, exchange, transference. So right now both counterparts are clearing a very, very subconscious layer of shadow to bring everything. I heard everything is being divulged up into the light. So all the ego, all the pretense, all the control, all of the micromanaging, the way the journey should unfold is being let go of, and everyone's taking stock of what is. Realistically, looking at what actually is there, not through the filter or bias of what we want, but of energy, of the basics, of the fundamentals of energetic alignment, and seeing these things, looking at the shadow of what we are each manifesting, and collaborating in the energetic realms with our counterparts. There is a transference here as we all let go of control. These eclipses have helped us see through our own delusion, this energy. And that is a co-creation with our counterpart, with that other aspect of us. What can we see for the feminines regarding this reading? Romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience and reflection of a conscious lover. I was thinking of this kind of sentiment when I was starting this reading, saying what is relevant for you. The relevance for these journeys is so that we can experience romantic love with a conscious lover. Set that as your intention of what you want to manifest, and then know that that is a worthy pursuit with this specific person, or if somebody else who you deem is more suited to that experience can come in. It's to each of us to decide that, and to know ourselves in mastery enough to know who we are deeming worthy of desiring that with. for our own unique reasons. What can the masculine see? I was getting this one. Delight. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. So instead of resistance and caution, divine masculines, delight your feminine and see how next level that becomes. Dare you. Bye for now.